Hello girls and boys. Today we've got a really big surprise for you. Right here in front of me is a steam tractor. We call them a traction engine, but it's run by steam. If you have a look at the name on the box, it's called a Dampfwalzen and a Dampftraktoren, and that's German. That means a steam roller and a steam tractor.
Nona will know that because she speaks German.
Oh, good on you, Nona, of course. And this came from Germany. We sent away for it. Last time we did steam trains, and I'd forgotten we had it at home, and I just remembered it last night. So I thought we'd show you what it is because it's so exciting. Now there's some water in the box here. You wonder what that's for. You can have a think about that. And there's some fire fuel or fuel to burn. These little boxes, little box of pellets, and you can burn those pellets, and some instructions. We'll just put those down there, and let's lift out the steam traction engine because it works on the same principle as steam trains. It has a boiler and a place for fire, and the steam is generated in the boiler. That's this front part, the boiler at the front. Let's turn it right around here for you to see. Steam is boiled in here, so obviously we need some water to go in there that can be turned into steam, and when it's turned into steam by heating it up, it comes up this little pipe. We've got a little tap we can turn on to let the steam come up. It comes up that little pipe, and when it comes up that pipe, it comes right round and into the motor. Here's a piston. So the steam comes in here, into the piston, and it pushes the piston like so. And that goes round and round and round. And you can see there's a big flywheel on the other side turning. That's called a flywheel, that big one, because it carries some energy once it gets going. And when we're ready and it's spinning really fast because there's so much steam making it go, then we can engage the engine to the wheels at the back. And then once they're engaged or joined, that means away it goes. And it's even got a little steering wheel. If I turn that round again, you can see a steering wheel here. And when I turn the steering wheel, it works a chain system down the front and turns the front wheels, so you can drive this tractor along.
It's a little bit like our train, Stephen, that we're going to be riding.
A little bit like the pedal car one, isn't it? Yes, it is.
We have
It's almost the same colour too, isn't it?
It is too, actually.
It's amazing.
But we can make the wheels move on that, can't we, by turning the steering wheel?
Now the first thing to do is put some water in there, and you'll see the boiler starts at the front here and it goes all the way through, right through into here. And it's got a glass window. I'm not sure if your camera can see that, Linda. Can you see a glass window in there?
So, yes.
So when you've put water in there, you can see there's water, because it would be pretty hopeless without water to make steam. You would just be heating up the air, and that wouldn't be any good at all. So that's what we do first. We put some water in it, and then we have to light a fire. Now the fire under the boiler goes right underneath. If I turn it right around here again, you can see there's a tray that will slide out from under here. It's quite stiff, but it comes out. And the fuel gets put into there, and then once it's burning, you slide it back in. And once it's right in, the fire's sitting underneath the boiler and boils the water. And as I say, once the water's boiled, you're ready to go because it'll start steaming. Steam will come out the chimney there, and it's also got a little whistle. You can blow the whistle. It's got a safety valve there in case the steam gets too much pressure, because it might explode.
Can you point to where the whistle is, Steve?
I'll lift it up so we can see.
Oh, where's the whistle?
Here.
Oh, right up there.
Here, go.
Point again. Can you point again?
Here.
Just there, that's where we thought. Right.
So, should we make it go? Okay, the first thing to do is put some water into the boiler. So we'll take off this little valve. And put some water into that. Now to do that we need a little wee funnel which will be in the box. There's a remote control steering wheel, by the way, that just was in the road and you're getting it out. Look, you connect up the steering wheel to the actual steering wheel and it extends the steering wheel, so if you're walking behind it, you connect it up to this steering wheel like so, and then if you're walking behind it, up here you can just turn the steering wheel here.
Oh, how
Quite
cute.
clever, isn't it?
That's very lovely.
And that turns in the way it goes. So I need to find a little funnel for us to put some water into the boiler, and here it is. Tiny little funnel
Oh, that's so cute.
that goes in there like
We
so.
use those in our water plate
Have
preschool.
you got wee tiny ones like that?
No, not that
Those would
small.
be bigger, wouldn't they? So I'm going to put some water into the boiler from the water bottle. Now we've got to be careful we don't spill it. It's only water though. So in it goes. And let's put some more in. And then we'll need to check in the window at the back to see where the water level is. See if the water can be seen there yet. Yes, it's just, you can just see the water starting to slosh around at the bottom there. But I'll put some more in, I think. A bit more too.
Because it's the water that's going to be heated up, isn't it?
It is.
We've talked about that at preschool, how when you heat water in a jug, what comes out of the jug when it's boiling? Lots of, can you guess? Steam.
Steam. Lots of steam. Now you'll remember that on a steam engine you need a fireman and a driver. Well, same with this traction, you need someone to make some fire, and so a man will stand in here and feed the boiler the coal, but in this case we're just going to put fuel right under the boiler, and the fuel comes in little pellets, and the pellets look like this.
Hold them up, Steve, so you can see.
Just going to get one out for you. Here we are. And that pellet will sit in the tray and it burns. Right, now what we've got to do is light the fuel. I've popped the fuel in there ready to go. And I'm going to light it with matches. Now, children are not allowed to play with matches, are they, Linda?
No, we talk about this quite a lot because they are so dangerous and they can hurt big people and grown-ups just like little people. So Stephen has to be very, very careful,
I have to
don't
be
you,
very
Stephen?
careful. In fact, I've got a bottle. Do you know what's in this bottle, Linda?
Oh, I think you're going to tell me.
It's a fire extinguisher, and it puts out fire should we have an accident. We don't want an accident. We've got a special board down here for it to protect, but just in case, we've got a fire extinguisher handy. But I'll pop that down off here so I don't bump it down, but it's quite heavy. That will put out any fire should we have a fire. So never play with matches, children.
Or even touch them.
No.
If you find a packet of matches, go and give them to your mummies and daddies or whoever, big person that's in your home or your house.
So we're going to light, see if we
Right,
can get
what
this fuel.
Steve's doing.
See if we can get it to start on fire. Right, that's on fire now. You can see the flame coming out of the first one. Move them up against each other because we're going to slide that in now, and they'll burn and make heat under our boiler. See, it's going in there, right under the boiler. Now we have to just sit and wait for a wee while the water heats up. And that's what happens with big steam engines. They get the boiler ready in the morning and the fireman gets the fire going, and then they have to sit and just feed it coal and wait until the steam builds up. I've got the valve open so it'll start making a whistle sound when it's ready to go.
So all the water that you put into the tank
It's getting
is
heated.
getting heated, and then it gets hotter and hotter and hotter.
Then it
and
starts
hotter.
to turn into steam. And then when it's steam, it'll come up through the whistle And it'll make a whistle noise and I'll know that it's ready to go.
See the little whistle there?
Right, Linda. It's whistling away now, so it should be ready to go. So if I turn it round and open the cock for the motor flywheel. Just away. Turn the whistle off.
Wow, Steve, look at the steam coming out.
Lots of steam.
And you can see the big flywheel going round and round and round and round. And if Steve didn't have those gooseneck pliers, it would take off, wouldn't it?
Yes, I don't want to touch it because it gets very, very hot. So I use the pliers to turn the little valve. You can see the piston working flat out there.
Have you stopped it from moving, Steve?
Now I can engage the gear and it'll take off.
Oh my goodness. Wow. It's fast.
Very fast with lots of steam. Disengage the gear.
Rather noisy.
Very noisy. Very noisy. The steam engine's always noisy. The flywheel stores all the energy ready to transfer to the wheels. When I push the lever, away it goes. Yeah, it was very hot though. See the piston going back and forward. I shut the steam off to that. There, I've shut the steam off to the piston, but it will start coming out the safety valve if I don't look out. So I've got to put it back on again, and then away it'll go. Annie's a little bit frightened, I think.
I think she is. She got down and she's just watching very carefully. Aren't you, Annie? Now, Steve, I think when the boys and girls come back next week, would
Yes.
you be able to bring your special steam engine into Prescott?
That's a good idea. We could have it going across the carpet. I think we did that last time.
We did a
studied trains,
little while
didn't we?
ago, a few years ago, and it went right round the carpet. So boys and girls, we'll all sit in our circle at meeting time, and we'll be able to watch the little steam train go quickly round and round and round and round.